Chapter 8, Incidental to War, Collaterals. While in the Bullingen vicinity of Belgium, we experienced several other events worth mentioning. One of my comrades, we were shocked to learn, deliberately shot off one of his big toes. I don't recall his name, but I do remember that he was a decent, well-mannered guy who often served as the point man on our scouting patrols. His action that day marked the end of his time with us and earned, in parentheses, him an honorable discharge from the Army. Dishonorable discharge from the Army, I'm certain. We considered him one of the least likely to commit this unexpected act, but apparently he was willing to do most anything to be removed from combat duty. He wasn't original in doing so. Now and then we subsequently heard of the same incident in other outfits before the war was over. This global conflict brought on many forms of suffering. Another unusual and welcomed occurrence for a number of my troops was that of attending Mass in a Belgian Catholic church on a couple of Sundays. Many citizens were there, a full house. Some of the members of my unit who attended were not of the Catholic faith, but indicated that they drew comfort from being included. Prior to pulling out of the Bullingen area, we witnessed several German buzz bombs flying low overhead. The missiles on their way to deliver massive destruction to London and other parts of England rattled windows as well as our nerves with the loud, low, vibrating sound of their pulse jet engines. The V-1 low altitude often made it unsafe for Allied forces to shoot them down, except over the English Channel for obvious reasons. The V-1 retaliation weapon was launched against England with about 1/3, about 800 landing in London. Antwerp, Belgium also was targeted around the last 3 months of 1944. The V-1's maximum speed was 420 miles per hour and maximum range 125 miles. The Germans began firing the bigger, faster, and more accurate V-2 as early as September of 1944. It was a rocket motor powered, and had a maximum speed of 3,600 miles per hour, with a range of up to 200 miles. Antwerp and London again were the main targets for the V-2 with heavy saturations. A few months earlier, having emerged from the hedgerows in France, a V-1 bomb's engine died and it landed less than 200 feet from us. Unfortunately, it was a dud, but the mere mass and weight, 4,800 pounds, shook the ground we were sprawled on, even though it did not explode. Again, how fortunate was that?